Hello.
You found us.
Welcome to Emergency Protocol, a podcast for people who are stressy and depressy.
We are your hosts,
Denise
and Jackie Freed. That's my mama.
And that's my baby.
We are sharing our 12 steps reimagined for today's society.
And our bumpy, pothole-ridden spiritual paths.
And we're bringing you along for the ride.
This is us doing the actual work.
When the shit hits the fan, you know it's time for Emergency Protocol.
Hi.
Hi.
All right.
Hello.
So we still have this emergency protocol thing behind us,
Mm-hmm.
but we're shifting it up.
Yes. Yeah. We're in transit.
As always. Feel like there's always a transit. There's never not a transit.
Speaking of transit, Mercury Gatorade starts next week.
Oh.
Also, for those who are not fluent in Jackie, I know it's not actually Gatorade. I know it's retrograde. Just roll with it. You gotta meet me where I'm at. People keep giving me looks, and I'm just like, really?
Anyway, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you're from California, especially the West Side, you know exactly what that means.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not, and you don't know what the heck we're talking about, double check your emails, make sure your equipment's working before you start doing all the stuff. Things are
Yes.
Technology's not gonna be your friend for a little bit. And communication can also not be your friend for a little bit.
Wonky.
So just hang in there. So we're moving towards 12 steps for everyone.
Yep.
Out of emergency protocol, even though we'll be protocoling. The
protocol doesn't stop. The protocol is eternal.
The emergency and the protocol are in varying degrees of always in operation, but the focus and the look is changing to 12 steps for everyone. And
yes.
That is so that we have a more cohesive representation of what we're doing and why we're doing it. And we just had our Saturday morning meeting at 10 o'clock Pacific time, which anybody listening is welcome to join. There is a sign-up sheet. Maybe we can add that to the show notes, the sign-up sheet for the
It's on our website.
meeting. It is on our website, but let's make it easy for people to find it. So you could just go to the link. And thank you, Bill Jonna, please. Thank you for helping us with that. And today is a perfect day to start talking about this because as the meeting has been going, we've been talking about each step a week. And this week we're on step 1. And those 12 steps for everyone. Step 1 is we're not okay. We have not been okay. And we're not getting better on our own.
Yep.
Do you want to talk about what that sentence looks like for you?
Yeah. I have not been feeling okay. You know, a lot of things are really good and really stable, and a lot of things are not. And I'm in a new period of understanding what okay and not okay looks like for me right now. And I think it's hard, especially during like cold and flu season, to to not overestimate the importance of health, right? Because I just feel like my brain has not been getting the oxygen it needs. Like I am not, yeah, there's not a whole lot of frontal lobe action happening. right now, which is in theory fine, but I have stuff to do. And I know you are kind of feeling similarly because you also have stuff to do. And it's hard because I can't rush. It feels like there's a lot of things I'm grieving in lots of different areas of my life, but especially in our within our family in all of these very distinct ways. And I can't rush my grieving process. Like I have to process it as I process it and move through it and trust that it's not going to be forever. But I'm also just kind of like, hurry the fuck up, brain. Like
Right.
we've got things to do. And it's demoralizing to like sit and stare at a computer screen for 2 hours and just not be able to do what I need to do. And so what I mean when I say finding out like what okay and not okay looks like in this moment, I'm still okay in the sense that I've showered. I'm still eating at least 2 meals a day. I'm showing up to all of my classes. I'm showing up to my practicum and my other responsibilities. I have been double booking myself a bit this week, and I've been late to almost everything this week. So that's also a tell. That is a forever tell that I'm starting to unravel a little bit. So I'm trying to see where I might be able to ease back, kind of shooting off of our conversation from last time. Like, where am I pouring where I don't have enough to pour, or there's not enough room for me to pour into, or even the desire for me to pour into something. So, yeah. And because I know I'm not going to get better on my own, I've really been leaning into seeing my like friends and talking to family and the support systems that I do have, seeing my therapist and my psychiatrist. And I got really lucky with both of those too. I also want to mention that because the rigamarole of finding providers is not an easy task. And it's like once you do find somebody who takes your insurance, do you even like each other? Are you even a good fit?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got very lucky in that I feel like I'm a pretty good fit with both of those providers right now.
And you have insurance that actually
And I
will
have
pay for
insurance.
it, which is a miracle.
Well, it's not only is that a miracle, I have insurance that's paying for my therapy. And then once that coverage, those like whatever number of free sessions ends, it's going to be only $10 a session after that. So
Wow.
incredibly, incredibly lucky. And also like the psych care at universities is notoriously understaffed. It's been that way since I was an undergrad. And yeah, I have many thoughts and feelings about that. But I'm very lucky in that it's serving me well in this moment right now, and I feel very grateful.
Good.
Okay, your turn.
Well, I actually wanted to also say we're not getting better on our own also begs to the something bigger question. Like,
Mm,
there's the practical help, the therapists
hmm
and psychiatrists and medication and going for a walk and you know what I mean, all of those things.
hmm
How are you leaning into something bigger?
I'm taking more pauses throughout the day, right? And I have been seeing 1111 a lot, which is
Mm,
like my angel number. And so that's kind of one way that I know that I'm staying connected to my higher power because I go through that same kind of like little ritual that you helped me cultivate. So, yeah. And yeah, things just like I have to keep reminding myself that things work out for me. They have always worked out for me. I'm very lucky. And part of that is luck, and part of that is higher power, and part of that is also me.
yeah.
So trusting that I have what I need to make it through whatever this season is.
Mhm. I
Okay, now you
agree. I
go.
agree. Yeah, no. And I talked about this in the meeting. It's like,
hmm
there's distinct things that are going on. My mom's moving. My dad has had some health issues. We had a death in the family.
hmm
And each of those individually is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
For it all to happen in a frame of a week and a half
Mm-hmm.
is a lot. And interestingly, the only place where I'm feeling a little restless about it all
Mm.
is work. Like, what am I missing at work? Because I'm having to focus on these other things.
Mm-hmm.
Not having to, I'm choosing to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Choosing to show up for my family when they
Yes.
need me.
Mm-hmm.
And and I have the opportunity to do so, and my work is allowing that to happen. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting what I need to get done,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also such a workaholic that it feels like, oh, I'm dropping the ball. There's no ball being dropped. Like,
No.
there, everything that I need to have covered is being covered. I'm still helping manage in the background. I'm still making decisions in the background. I'm still driving culture in the background, right? But
Yeah.
my physically have been out of the office more than I've been out, other than going on a vacation somewhere. And so funnily
Yeah.
enough, it's when I'm on vacation, I don't feel like I'm dropping the ball,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even
Mm-hmm.
though I'm not there. And I'm literally like more not there than I am right
But it's
now.
more planned. With a vacation, you know you're going and you can
Yeah.
set yourself up. A lot of this is just like kind of popping up
Yeah. Yeah. So there's
haphazardly.
that. But even with all of that, the thing that's keeping me sane is
Mm-hmm.
that I am really completely focused on being in the present moment
Mm-hmm.
at all times as much as possible and not projecting into the future or lamenting the past.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because I'm doing that, I'm not beating myself up around decisions that could have been made differently or
Mm-hmm.
what I could have done or should have done or blah, blah, blah. Because what is
Mm-hmm.
what is, right? There's an acceptance in that, right? Of what accepting what is actually happening right now. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I'm really focused on being in the present, in the actual moment of like where we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also getting those 11:11s all the time, or 10:10s. It's
Mm.
very interesting that you said that. But
Look at our shared brain cell.
I know, but I'm also very like, okay, right, really, like, when I mean right now, I mean like right here with you right now having a conversation. I am safe.
Mm-hmm.
I am cared for. I have water. I have a roof over my head. It's cold because I can't turn the heat on in here because of the sound, but like I could have warmth, right?
Mm-hmm.
My basic needs are all met,
Mm-hmm.
and I am in a place where I am physically able to help people who need my help. And I will help them to the best of my ability in the way that I can. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, yesterday after unpacking, I went by the pharmacy and picked up some medication my dad needed. And I did that, like, even though I was tired last night, I thought, you know what? I can just do this. I'm already in my car. I'm
Mm-hmm.
already in the basic, like, I'm already on the freeway. This is
Mm-hmm.
going to take another 20 minutes, and then I don't have to make a special trip tomorrow in
Mm-hmm.
that direction. Right. And so for me, it's like kind of the economy of
Effort.
yes, and
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, like something that's in motion can stay in motion, right? So I can just keep
Totally.
moving and do that. And then tomorrow I'm going to rest. Tomorrow I'm not doing anything with anyone anywhere, and
Yeah.
I'll be in my sweats with no bra on all day, doing
Love
whatever
that
I
for
want,
you.
right?
Yeah.
And the ladies know, like, men don't understand. No bra, it's a it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Okay, so
We could be braless all the time,
yes, in
but
theory we could. But
anyways, we don't
yeah,
need to get into the sexualization of women's bodies on this episode.
no, we don't.
Save that for another
We do not need
another
to go
time.
down that road. But the thing is that so we are not okay. We've not been okay. We're not getting better on our own. When I look back to where I was as an addict alcoholic, where I wasn't okay and I wasn't getting better and I wasn't like everything I tried to like, okay, I'm going to stop. I'm only going to drink on weekends. I'm only going to, drink this, not that. I'm only going to, like, I'm not going to smoke weed in the morning, like whatever it was that I set up for myself to say that somehow I was controlling and enjoying this usage of things wasn't working. It was not fixing. I was not getting better.
Yeah.
And then, but once I made a decision to kind of try it a different way, made a decision to try and figure out what something bigger might look like for myself, which was, I mean, we're not in that step right now, but I had to acknowledge that I could not get myself out of where I was by myself. And
Yeah.
so it did require meetings and people and help and willingness to like, okay, I had to go to all those meetings all the time. Like I'm not going to, I don't go to a meeting every day anymore. Go to a
Right.
couple of meetings a week. And that's where I feel a bit dysregulated is like I haven't been to as many in-person meetings in the last couple of weeks. And that always kind of makes me a little restless. They call it restless, irritable, and discontent. But I'm not even feeling that because it's offset by this service I'm doing for others. Right. So,
Yeah.
but I can't keep the service to others without filling my cup up and will if it keeps going unchecked, will tank me into martyrdom and exhaustion, and I'll probably get sick.
Yeah.
I'll probably get a cold or something. If I don't take, then that's the thing. It's like I've learned too that if I don't take care of my body will take me out. So I can choose to take a day off tomorrow, or I could keep pushing through and then I'm going to get sick and not have a day off that I can enjoy. I'm just going to be sick. And so I've learned a lot about that too, right? Like, oh,
Yeah.
when I'm feeling a little worn down, you know what? Rest. What a fucking concept.
Yeah.
Like there's an actual word for it. It's called rest. Right?
Yeah.
And resting too, I think we talked about this the other day. When my brother died, I retreat. Like some people want to talk to everybody and call and speak and talk about it. I pull back and want to just be quiet and process alone. And both are fine, right? Both are however you process is however you process. But
Yeah.
I found myself doing a puzzle last Friday, and I did a lot of puzzles when my brother died. A lot of puzzles. And it's like a way for me to not be looking at my phone. And I think I listened to, then I was listening, I don't know if I was listening to probably a combination of podcasts and books. It's probably when I started getting interested in listening to books. So I don't even know that podcasts were a thing in 2010. Maybe they were, maybe I don't think so. I think it was probably just maybe even books or maybe I was just listening to music or maybe I wasn't listening to anything. I don't really remember now. That was a long time ago, 16 years ago. But I
Yeah.
did a lot of puzzles. And, sitting there doing this puzzle the other night was like just a reminder of how to regulate my nervous system, like maybe not scrolling through a bunch of traumatic ice videos on top of already feeling so much in my body, so much sadness and grief and
Mm-hmm.
exhaustion, is not a
Yeah.
good thing to layer on there. So doing a puzzle is an easy way for me to, and not everybody thinks that way or likes to do that. I think I could probably do Legos too.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody gave me an up Lego that I've been kind of holding on to, and I
Uh,
probably will do that tomorrow.
Cute.
It's so funny because my niece, your cousin, said, I have these bags we were, filling up all these things with my shopping bags, and I have this giant Lego bag. And she's like, oh, I kind of wish I was a little kid so I could go back to Legoland. I was like, you can totally go to
You
Legoland as an
can
adult.
do it
I'm
right
like,
now.
Jackie and I went to Legoland. She's like, really? And I was like, yeah, it's
Hell yeah.
totally great to go as an adult to Legoland and see how if your brain works like that, like if you're interested in how things get put together, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not above geeking out on whatever. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
care what anybody thinks. And doing things just for the joy of it brings me
Mm-hmm.
back to, oh God, tell me her name that just won the gold medal in figure skating.
Oh,
Something Liu, Liu, I think.
Alyssa, Alina, something like that. Elisa?
Something like
Uh,
that.
yeah.
And her story was so beautiful because she was skating for the pure personal joy of skating.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see she cared about it when she knew she was on the board.
Mm-hmm.
But in the skate, she was just free. You could see how much freer her body was than
Mm-hmm.
all the other skaters because she was just skating for the pure joy of skating, and that she actually has this aptitude that would get her to the Olympics on top of it is just a bonus. And it was such a beautiful example of somebody who said, I'm no longer going to do something that's not working for me.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
And then coming around and saying, you know what, it does work for me, but it works for me like this, not like
Mm-hmm.
that. And
Yeah.
so I don't know. There's something about that like we're not okay. We've not been okay. We're not getting better on our own. Like there was
Mm-hmm.
something that had to happen with her too, where she had to break that cycle of being told what to eat, being told when to work out, being driven everywhere, being like none
Yeah.
enough and no
Mm-hmm.
more and reset. And whether she made it back or not, just the mere act of her realizing that what she was doing was not working
Mm-hmm.
is a big deal.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the thing here. It's like also all of these things that are happening are not happening. It's not me. Not I'm I'm not moving. I'm not having a health issue. I'm not. Do you know what I mean? I didn't
Yeah.
die, right? So, but it is happening around me in close enough proximity that it does affect me, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so there's part of it, it's like, okay, what part do I own and what part don't I own of all of this
Mm-hmm.
too, right?
Yeah.
So again, I guess we're not okay. We've not been okay. We're not getting better on our own. I acknowledge that the not okay is the grief, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
have grief and I have sadness and I have these feelings,
Mm-hmm.
and I now have all of these other tools to help me be
Mm-hmm.
better
Yeah.
and to not be stuck in the loop of being not okay, which is
Mm-hmm.
where I was before, where it would be like, okay, we're going to try this. So at night, I'd be like, okay, I'm not going to drink and I'm not going to smoke any pot tomorrow. And
Mm-hmm.
then I'd wake up, and before I even knew what I was doing, I would be smoking pot. And then it'd be like, oh, well, it's too late now. So
Might as well have a drink
so
too.
we're just going to try this again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Which
today
is
would,
also giving yourself a bit of grace too, right? You could have said, I'm not going to try tomorrow.
right. But when you keep trying tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow and you're not getting better, then you start feeling hopeless that there's no way to get better because it's not working. I keep ending up here again.
And that's when you start going minute by minute, hour by hour.
Right.
Through your day.
Right. And in the beginning it was like, okay, today I'm not going to have that thing. Cigarettes. I mean, it was the same thing with smoking. It was like all of it.
Yeah.
Just I'm not for right now, this second, I'm not going to do the thing that is trying to kill me or is making me feel bad about myself or whatever it is. And yeah, I just feel so free. I feel so grateful that I'm not in that loop because that was a really hopeless place. It was like, I just couldn't see what kind of life I could have had in that when I was living in that space. But, I ended up with a really beautiful life, actually. And I'm having a beautiful life, even in the midst of all of this stuff. So, yeah. It's not all one thing either, too. I think it was also acknowledging that it's not black and white. It's 50 shades of beige, as we like to say in our family.
Yep. Yes. Yeah.
I don't have anything more to say about any of that. I think
That's it.
That's it.
I just need to go have some feelings today.
Yes. And that's also like, okay, let's have some feelings.
Yeah.
Right? Like maybe I need to cry. And that's also okay. Like not crying is going to also show up in my body in a weird fucking way if I tamp it down, and tamp it down. Right? So like getting it out. Sometimes, when my brother died, like I wrote him a letter. Writing letters to people that are no longer with us is helpful. There's lots of ways to process stuff. Yeah. So anyway, writing's always good because you never know what's going to come out.
Yeah. I will say with writing, it is important to know that whatever you're writing is going to be safe wherever you are.
Yeah. Yeah. And so when we're doing, when I'm facilitating these workshops that we do or that I've done in the past, we always have stressed to the women, like, if you live with other people, you might want to keep this in a place where, it's safe, where no one else is going to read it or have access to it. Just so that you can feel safe about actually writing what you're thinking. Because if you're not in a place where if you know somebody's going to be reading something that's going to end up not being great, then also be mindful of that.
Yes.
So anyway. All right. If you're in your car, don't close your eyes. But if you aren't in your car, or you're not on a skateboard, or you're not in a moving anything.
You're not in transit.
If you're not in transit, if you're not on the monorail, or I guess you could on a monorail.
Yeah.
You probably could on a train. Let's see.
I did have my phone stolen from my pocket on a train in Spain on the metro.
So if you're on a train in Spain, Dr. Seuss.
Oh my God, get me out of here. Count us down. Close your eyes if it's safe.
Close your eyes if it's safe. Think about what you are grateful for and take a deep breath in and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
It was fast.
It was fast.
It's all right. We can linger in it on our own time.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Have a
right.
great
I'm also
day.
gonna drink some water.
Drink
You're
some
gonna drink
water.
some water.
I
I'm
have
gonna
my
drink
water
some
right
water.
here.
You're a miracle. I'm a miracle. We're
Both
the
miracles.
miracles.
We're here for you. Come to our
Yeah.
meeting. Come to our meeting.
Yeah.
We'd love to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saturdays, 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
See you later
On Zoom.
on
Or
Zoom.
on Zoom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you can have your camera off.
Unless you're sharing.
Unless you're sharing.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, bye.
We want to hear from you.
Find us on Instagram and TikTok at 12 Steps for Everyone. That's at the number 12 Steps for Everyone.
Please like and follow us. You can also send us topics you want us to dig into or follow-up questions from each episode.
And if you know someone who would enjoy or benefit from our conversations, please feel free to share this with them. All are welcome here.